What's up, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Shadow Nexus 13. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified, ding ding, anytime that I drop something new. This is your message for the month of December 2025. It'll be your Alchemy Elementals Shaman Oracle. And we're doing something new where we are tapping into the energetic vibration of the 13th constellation Ophiuchus to deliver your message through the Oracle of the Hekatean Path to deliver that message through me, to you, through you, so that you can fully integrate. Then at the end of the message, we will be doing your synchronicity screenshot breakdown with Chaldean numerology, because you had 322, 344, and 404, right? So we'll get to that, like I said, at the end. Don't forget to hit the like button and share so that other people can get their messages as well. Always remember to take what resonates, leave the rest, never force the shoe to fit, and drop a comment and let me know how this is hitting for you. That being said, let's get into it. The first card you had out was Fire Candle Sun. And I will be reading from the book for these messages because that's how they want to relay these messages. All right. So your authentic individual expression represents the spark of life within you. This life-giving energy inside of you isn't meant to just illuminate your own life, but the lives of many. The world needs you to be as much as you can be. Believe in who you are, in your uniqueness and your goodness, and in all the wonderful ways you express without needing validation from anyone but yourself. When we fill our own cups by acknowledging how wonderful we are, our light shines brighter and greater and farther and wider beyond this one little third dimension. At the same time, allow yourself to be honored and appreciated by others for all that you are, because after all, you deserve it. And then your second card out is Land, Tree, Sun. And that would be this card here. All right. You have exhausted yourself again, my love. Your body and your spirit are asking for replenishment. A nap isn't going to cut it this time. The trees are calling you to them, inviting you to lean your weary back against their sturdy trunks and to allow their wisdom and their healing energy into your being. The busyness of the world has distorted your perspective. You are being called to the trees so that you can peer through their branches and their fluttering leaves to gaze upon the golden sunlight shining through. Allow yourself to rest among the trees, allowing the sunlight to warm your face and to remind you of your own divinity. The simplicity of this meeting will revive your spirit and inspire your own branches to reach for the sun once again. Which is interesting because you have on your third card out, which is your third sun card in a row, because we started with Fire Candle Sun, then Land, Tree, Sun, and then, Waterfall, Water, Sun, right? So you have a trinity of sun energy here, which is absolutely gorgeous, right? And really cool, if I don't say so myself. So let's see what it has to say here. Our whole planet is organized by cycles. The phases of the moon affect the ocean's tides. The interplay of the Earth's movement around the sun affects the seasons and the weather. Women themselves are cyclical beings who bleed along with the moon phases. Human beings navigate cycles of expansion and contraction, growth and stagnation, and fortune and tragedy. No one is immune to life's ups and downs. All we can do is ride the waves and trust the journey, while remembering that everything changes. You, my dear, are entering a cycle of greatness. The hardships and difficulties you have endured are behind you and have been replaced with the blessings of grace and the rewards of spirit. Your journey has been long and arduous, and your soul has been waiting for this turn of fortune. So bask in the magnificence that's coming your way, and allow yourself to feel all the joy and all the excitement that's pouring into you now. Beautiful. And your fourth card out is Sky Snow Star. The name of the game on this planet is evolution. You, my dear, came here to evolve, not to be perfect, not to impress other people, and not to collect likes for your bikini selfies or your six-pack stomach situation. Earth is an evolutionary realm. What this means is that you need to get real with yourself, like really real. You cannot hide from your shadows or your issues. You must look within and get clear on what it is and what isn't serving you, as well as what it's time to shift and let go of. To stubbornly cling to that which is no longer serving you and to pretend that it's all fine and pop rocks is a false means of achieving power. Pop rocks. And you're far too lit to settle for false power. Take some time out for introspection and self-inquiry and acknowledge the triggers and the traumas that are already ready to be transmuted. It doesn't have to be hard or painful or labor intensive. These aspects are simply inviting acknowledgement so that you can gracefully move on and claim the true power that is naturally yours. And that's this here. I just find it ironic that this is, sky snow's going on, because we just got dumped on here in Ohio and we got like almost 2 feet of snow. That's crazy. So, I don't know, maybe you're from Ohio or you're in Indiana or somewhere else that's getting hit by snow. Either way, it's a beautiful card and a beautiful message. So, moving on to the fifth one, you have Water, Spring, Earth. This one here, which has a hummingbird on it. Really cool. So, Water, Spring, Earth. Even though magic is real, and trust me, my love, it most certainly is, nothing on this planet emerges from nothing. Everything that we see and everything that we experience here on Earth is an outpouring from someone else. It sounds so simple, and yet it is unimaginably profound. All that you consider yours came from another. The chair you're sitting on, someone else made that, and someone else chopped down the wood that was used to construct it, and someone else made the screws that hold pieces of that chair in place, and someone else forged the metal that made those screws, while another person mined that metal from the earth, which gave the person the material to mold into screws to build things for other people to sit on. Everything on this planet is a synthesis of other people's manifestations and hard work. Recognize the effort and the collaboration that has gone into everything that you have and use and love. Honor the ones who have poured their gifts into your life in order for other things to be possible. Big facts. And your 6th card out here is Sky Rainbow Moon. Do not give into frustration over the destiny of this realm or the limitations of the matrix, my love. Indulging in disappointment is a trap that will only compound your misery while fueling the darkness. You must sense beyond the limits of this realm and beyond the rules, the boundaries, and the boxes of the matrix. Instead of surrendering your mood and your peace of mind to some dense 3D reality structure that wants you to think that work and struggle and reality TV are all there is to life, you must open your mind to a more expansive spectrum of consciousness. Turn your attention toward the spirits, toward the multidimensional realms that hold the information and the knowledge that will lift your own spirit and allow you to embrace the magnificence of the insights awaiting you there. And then to relay the messages from Ophiuchus from the Oracle of the Hekatean Path. The 2 cards that came out is Enodia of the Crossroads and Choices, and then Pandataria, All-Giver, Abundance. So some of you might be seeing a lot of 3s, seeing 23 a lot. Enodia of the Crossroads, Choices. Hekate's association with Crossroads goes back to antiquity. She has watched you as you approached and looks off along possible routes, knowing and seeing that which we do not. Dare you venture down the road less traveled? Hekate makes no choice on your behalf, urging you to trust in yourself. There is no right or wrong, but if you seek direction, then Hekate may hint at the best course of action. There is no turning back, only forward motion. And then Pandataria, the All-Giver Abundance. Hekate was called upon in all aspects of life, including the welfare of crops, livestock, and fishermen's catch. Her ability to give and promote abundance is parallel to many Earth Mother figures such as Gaia, Demeter, and Rhea, but for all she can give, she can also withhold or take away. Do not expect to receive, be gracious, and avoid greed. The goddess provides, but she scolds the grasping and materialistic, who seek to fill their voids with her bounty. So don't be greedy, right? Okay, so like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, I said we were going to do your Chaldean numerology breakdown because you had 322, 344, and 404, right? So, you know, the progression of expansion is destiny, architecture, and stabilized foundation. And this has been coming out a lot throughout all the other reads. And I just find it really fascinating. So with 322, that number 3, right, is that Jupiter energy, which is your ruling planet, right? And 3 is that Sagittarius energy. So you have that native resonance that's Jupiter ruled and amplifying growth, truth seeking, spiritual wisdom, teaching and broadcasting, and aligned opportunity. So Sagittarius, this is your authentic power zone. Whereas the master builder number of 22, which is destiny and architecture, right? This is tapping into that energy of large scale manifestation, life mission construction, and soul contracts coming into form. So there's that practical embodiment of vision and destiny that you're anchoring in. And then the Saturn structure and Jupiter delivering that vision, right, between foundation and what it is that you're trying to manifest. And so, when we combine the 322 together, right, it's where the 3 meets the destiny construction of the 22. And this really marks that moment where an idea becomes a mission. And then spiritual truth moving into tangible form. So, Sagittarius, what's being asked from you is to build what it believes inside of your belief system, right? So it's really anchoring the vision. And so the amplifying energy with the 344, right? It's that Jupiter expansion that continues to reinforce the momentum, the confirmation, the blessing, and that outward growth. Whereas the 44 is that master stabilizer. It's the master healer. So, it really brings that karmic stabilization and foundation repair and that overall protection that's needed to keep pushing forward. So you have that structural reinforcement for that long-term security. And overall, that's going to bring you into your alignment correction, right? Because Saturn with that karma structure, and then we got that Venus harmony value in there as well. So, 3 is that expansion number, and that's secured. And what this means, Sagittarius, is that your growth is protected and the path is reinforced. So instability is removed and the momentum becomes sustainable. So stabilize the expansion, right? And then with your third screenshot code here is 404, and that 4 is that Rahu, it's that north node. So there's a real strong karmic shift and structural change. And so, it really highlights the karmic lessons, the disruption for your overall awakening as the foundation resets. And, considering that we're in December at the end of the year, getting ready to go into 2026, it makes sense for the foundation resets, because, once that resets and you don't want to take any baggage with you, you're pushing forward, and that's that destiny course correction, right? And when that appears, it's saying, Sagittarius, that old structures can no longer hold, right? And so the 04 really mirrors the 4 again, which is intensifying, grounding, rebuilding, anchoring, and reality checks. So, Sagittarius, this isn't chaos, it's necessary reconstruction. So, old foundations resolve, and then they dissolve so that new ones can form. And this is that overall signal where the end of unstable structures and karmic clearing make way for that overall reset of daily life systems, grounding truth into reality. So rebuild on truth, on a solid foundation, right? So 322 to anchor the vision, where Jupiter expansion meets master destiny architecture. So a belief becomes a mission. Whereas 344 is that stabilizing the expansion energy comes in, so that growth is protected and reinforced and aligned for the overall longevity of it, right? Excuse me. And then 404 is rebuilding the foundation, karmic structures reset, and what no longer supports truth dissolves. So Sagittarius, you're moving through a 3-phase destiny sequence here, where vision becomes mission, expansion becomes stable, and foundations realign with truth. And this is where Jupiter's wisdom is grounded into lasting form, right? So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the month of December 2025. Moving out, and I wish you all the best. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know how this is hitting for you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, thank you for your continued support. And until our paths cross again, in the name of the Crossroads, hail Hekate.